cutting grass. We're cutting grass. We're cutting grass. Hello. Hello, everybody. As you can hear, we're cutting grass. It's nice and cool outside. So we're out cutting grass. About, I'd say about 4 or 5 of us are outside cutting grass. Hey, James Money 615. How are you? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing, bro? Welcome into the live chat. Happy Tuesday to you. It's Tasty Tuesday. What's on the menu for today? Is it a Taco Tuesday? What you guys got going on? What are you eating? What do you have going on? It's Tuesday. So y'all know what that means. Tomorrow is hump day. All right. Sassy says, hey, I'm at the park with my daughter. Y'all at the park, Sassy? Good, good, good. I bet it feels good outside then. I think mostly, I think weather is pretty good across the nation. A little bit of rain. Some places expecting rain. Some places it's just warm. Hey, Six Bows is back. Six Bows, you got ribs? Oh my goodness. Ribs sound good. Oh, who dropped all this candy? Somebody after school. Somebody got off the school bus and dropped all their candy. Hello, everybody. You guys, welcome into the live. Please thumbs up the live as you come in. If not, hit those 3 buttons and hit that thumbs up. If you don't mind, we won't fall out about it. We will not fall out about it. But I would greatly appreciate it. I really, really would. So everybody is doing yard work because it's so pretty outside. And what better time to do it? Sassy says thumbs up the live. Yes, windy. Oh, it's windy. Oh, I bet it feels so good. I bet that feels so good. Sassy says hello, chat. Six Bows, did you grill your ribs or did you cook them inside and put them in the oven? Did you grill or did you put them inside? Did you cook them inside and put them in the oven? Y'all, if you season them good, they can taste really good cooked inside. I don't eat ribs anymore like that. Every now and again, if it's a holiday, depending on who does them, I'll eat like a couple of bones. But I don't eat them like that. Not that I don't like them. I just don't eat pork. Bones of ribs, and then every now and again I'll get like those chops. Do y'all like those thin pork chops? Do you guys like your pork chops thick or thin? Do you like them bone in or bone out? Hey girl, dad, welcome into the chat. Lodge Pride, hi, how are you? And hi everyone in the chat. And yeah, this weather is beautiful. Just got done planting some blue mustard greens. Come on, that's what I'm talking about. Greens, greens, greens. I have some collards right now that I have to clean. I have to clean them, chop them, and cook them. You put them in the oven, Six Bows? Oh my God, I bet they're so good. Like, y'all, don't sleep on the oven when it comes to ribs, okay? Ribs out of the oven can be so good. You season them just right, cook them a while before you put them in there, then put them in the oven and let the oven heat. If you don't feel like going outside and starting up the grill, cook them inside. Sassy, you like bone in? I like them, when I eat them, I like them bone in too, and I like them thin. I like the thin ones. I don't like thick pork chops. And that's the same with the steak. Like I don't want my steak to be super thin, but I don't want a thick steak. I don't want a thick steak. I like a nice. I like the. I like the depth to be just right. If that makes sense, the depth, the depth of the steak, cause it's easier to cook. It doesn't take so long, and you cook it just right. It's just enough. So much flavor. So much. It's just if you cook any meat just right, it's gonna taste good. If you cook any meat just right, it'll taste good. Somebody's burning something. It doesn't smell good at all. I wish it did smell like a grill. I don't know what they're burning, but it doesn't smell good. Whatever it is that they're burning, I don't know what it is. And honestly, I think the people in my city, they don't know the ordinances. You're not supposed to burn in the city limits. Like you're not. Hello. How are y'all? Pretty good. You're supposed to burn in the county, not the city. But people do what people do. People are going to do what people do. So yeah, I like bone in too, Sassy. I like bone in and I like them thin. I do like my pork chops. I like the I think they call them wafer thin chops or breakfast chops. I like those type. I could eat breakfast chops for dinner or supper. I can eat them any time of the day. But I don't eat them. Like I said, I think have I had pork chops once this year? I think I've had them once, and this is April. So I'll probably have them again maybe sometime during the summer, maybe. And that might be it. Or I might eat them one more time. I don't really, I just know the amount of times that I eat them averages about maybe 3. If I say 4, that's saying a lot. About 2 to 3 times a year. About 2 to 3 times a year. Well, I'm gonna watch the replay, enjoying. Try this. Okay, I think you're saying that you're enjoying this moment outside, and you're gonna catch the replay. Yes, enjoy that pretty weather, nice weather, because it is nice. Like I said, I think it's nice most across the United States right now. There are some areas that will be experiencing some rain later, from what I'm hearing, from what some of my family is telling me. Where they live, they'll be getting some rain. So, yes. And that's a good thing as long as it doesn't get too bad. Because when it rains, it washes away the allergens that we've been fussing about for weeks. It washes away the pollen, the tree allergens for a little while anyway. For a little while. So you don't have to be dealing with those issues for a couple of days. Like it's raining a little bit here, not much, but y'all know I like to walk in the rain. So if it starts to come down kind of hard, I will go inside because I don't want my phone to get wet. But I love, love, love walking in the rain. Okay? The water is not gonna hurt you. Walking in the rain, that water will not hurt you. Probably it'll refresh you, make you feel good. So if it's raining where you are, go outside in it. Go outside and play around in it. It's nothing like playing in the rain. It's nothing like singing in the rain. It's nothing like dancing in the rain. Just get out there and enjoy yourself. Act like a kid. Act like a kid. So I had a stuffed potato this week already. It was over the weekend, and I think I'm gonna have that again today because it was so good. It was so good, and it's quick and easy. It's quick and easy. So yes, I have a little umbrella with me in case it starts to come down, so I can protect my phone. Yeah, I remember the last time I got caught in quite a bit of rain. It felt so good. But I was just complaining and complaining and complaining about my phone. I was already complaining about it. It's raining now where you are, Six Bows. It's gonna make it feel so good. So good, so good. Especially like if you're home and it's raining. If you're already home for the day and you don't have to get back out. Rainy days are great. Rainy days are great as long as you're inside already and you don't have to get out. Now, if you have to get out, that's a different story, especially if it's raining hard, because we all know what that means. You have to deal with people out there in the rain doing whatever they think that they can just do. But if you're at home, go outside. Take your shoes off. Let that rain hit your toes, your feet. Have a good time. Have a good time. Just put a case on it. I have to go get my daughter from work. Is that your daughter, Six Bows? Is that what you're saying? You have to go get your daughter from work? Well, hey, look. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. So many people are still saying that they are out of work. If that's what you're saying, you have to go get your daughter from work. So many people are still having, quite a time finding work. Oh, okay. Okay, I got you. I got you. So how long will you, how did you cook your ribs from start to finish, Six Bows? Did you boil them and then you put them in the oven? Or did you just clean them, season them, and put them in the oven? I don't cook them. I don't eat them as much anymore. But I have a few family members who do. And when they don't feel like grilling, they will boil them for a little while, or for however long they boil them out. I'm not quite sure, but I know that's what they usually do. And then they put them in the oven. And they are so tender. You got a video? Okay. Okay, so you guys go over there and check out Six Bows' back. She has a video showing you guys how she just did her ribs, or how she does her ribs. So that may be a good way for someone who, hasn't done it inside before, who hasn't cooked them in the oven before. You can go over there to Six Bows' back, check out her channel, check out her video, and you can learn a new way maybe for you to cook your ribs when you don't want to go outside and grill. Are you guys gonna try and catch the eclipse? I think it's about a week away. Is it Sunday? When is the eclipse supposed to be? I didn't boil them. I just seasoned them. Olive oil that is old, not recent. Okay, don't know when I made that video. Oh, okay. So the video, did you make them the same way? Like, did you prepare them the same way that you did in the video? I know a lot of times we'll switch up how we do things just to see how that works. Just to try something different. Switch it up a little bit. Y'all, don't you hate it when you try something new and it doesn't work? Okay, so it's the same way. Okay. All right. I'm going to be sure to go over there. Wait a minute, Six Bows. How long ago was it? Look, I might have to go through all your videos. What did you title it? Did you put ribs in the title? If you put ribs in the title, I should be able to find it easily. But I'm gonna go and look and see how you did yours. Because there are so many different ways people can cook food. And sometimes it's like when they tell you how they did it, you look kind of strange and you're like, what? Because you've never done it that way before. But if you try it, it's like, okay, that was so good. That was so good. You just showed me a new way to cook whatever. Just look for the short, okay. Just look for the short and it'll take you to it. Okay. I'll look for it and I'll see. I think most of my family, they'll boil them. I'm not quite sure how long though. They say they do that to get them to tender up. Because they don't use meat tenderizers. Ever since a long time ago, my family, they just stopped using meat tenderizers because they talk about the impact that it has on the digestive system. So there may be somebody in my family who uses it, but for the most part, most of my close family members, they don't touch meat tenderizers. So they just let them marinate overnight. They get up and boil them. They make a sauce and put on them. Put them in the oven, let them bake. Just as they're finishing up, they get that sauce and just pour it all over them. It's like a little glazy, it's like a barbecue sauce. But they make it and they leave it in there for like another 15 minutes after they put the sauce on it. And it's so good. It is really good. So I was curious to see how someone else did it. And so there's a difference already because you said you didn't boil them. So I'll get to see how yours turned out without them being boiled. Are they tender? Are they really tender? The way that you cook them, Six Bowls? Because see, you may be teaching me a shortcut. So, because when I do decide to cook some inside, if you say that yours are tender, they turn out tender, then I might be able to skip that boiling part. So the rain is holding off, thank goodness, unless the bottom decides to fall out in the next 5 to 10 minutes. It's holding off, and that'll be good, because that way I won't stay on here too long, because I'm trying to make sure I get back before the rain starts. Because y'all know I will keep on walking and walking and walking and walking. And there's nothing wrong with that. In fact, that's a good thing. The more you walk, the better. Six Bowls says, yes, they fall off the bone. Now see, that might be a step. When I do decide to cook some, that'll be a step that I might be able to avoid the boiling them part. Because they boil them, and when I'm telling you, they're so tender. They're so good, and they're so tender. But if you can get them to be tender without boiling them, then hey, why not go the quick route? Why not go the quick route? Do you use vinegar to clean them? Six Bowls, vinegar or lemon juice. Some people use both. Kind of like when you're cleaning oxtails. Use some vinegar, some lemon juice, or lime juice. Rub, 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 clean, clean, clean. I still can't believe that some people don't clean their chicken. I mean, I guess I see the premise behind it. They say that they don't clean their chicken because when you cook it, you're going to kill the germs anyway. But I mean, chicken is meat just like every other meat. I mean, it's chicken, but it's still meat. I feel like all meat should be cleaned. I feel like all meat should be cleaned before you cook it. Do you guys clean your meat? Do you clean your, I saw somebody, I'm trying to remember what it was. Was it lamb? I don't know. I saw somebody prepare, it was steak. I think it was steak that she was cooking. Um, she seared it on both sides and put it in the oven for a little bit. But she didn't clean it. Like, I have to clean. I have to clean my meat. Hey, Cool Gamer. How are you, Cool Gamer? Six Bowl says they are pork loin, back ribs. I don't cook big slabs of ribs. Okay, I got you. I got you. So those probably, I'm sure those are a lot quicker to cook, to prepare. Cause mostly my uncles, they always get the big, the big slabs, the big long slabs. Cause they're like, we gotta feed a lot of people. So we gotta get a lot of meat. And y'all, they will go to the store. And my aunties, most of the times they will grill them. But when we cook them inside, a lot of the times, I had a couple of uncles, they'll help out when they cook them inside. But a lot of times when they want them cooked inside, my aunties will do it. And they're like, could y'all have gotten smaller ribs? So I guess they're probably looking for the kind that you have, Six Bowls. They probably probably prefer those. Hey, Cool Gamer. Happy Tuesday. Tasty Tuesday. What do you have a taste for today? Six Bowls is having ribs. I think I'm gonna have another stuffed baked potato. I think I'm gonna stuff it with ground chicken, seasoned ground chicken, broccoli, cheese, a few bacon bits, and sour cream or some light ranch dressing. Sour cream or sour cream or light ranch dressing. They wanted Little Caesars. My kids don't like ribs. Really? Six Bowls. Some people would probably say that's good because a lot of times the little kids love ribs. And then when you're cooking them, it's like, you got to feed these kids. So, so if the kids don't like ribs, oh my goodness, that's more for you. That's more for the adults. When the kids don't like ribs, that's more for the adults. So hey, there's more ribs for mama. Look, Little Caesars, come through Little Caesars, okay? Because Little Caesars is reasonable. I mean, I think Little Caesars has these, I don't know what they're called. You might know what they're called, Six Bowls. They're almost like, they remind me of bagel bites. They remind me of bagel bites. I cannot remember what they call them. But my daughter had some the other day, and it's like 4 of them in the box. And they're little, what are they called? Oh my goodness. They're round, and they look like little pizzas, but they look more like bagel bites. Do you know what are those, Six Bowls? They was okay. What are those? Because that's what my daughter said. She said they were okay. Like, I could tell they weren't all that because She was like, they're good, they're all right. But she wasn't eager to. If they had been better, she would have been like, I got to get them again in case, before they go, in case they're just here for a limited time. But she didn't seem so. She didn't seem really excited. She didn't seem excited. So I don't know what they're called though. I just know that they did remind me of Bagel Bites. And my other daughter said they might as well have gotten Bagel Bites. From the way she said, I think Bagel Bites are better. I think Bagel Bites are better. So I'm gonna tell them, my nieces and nephews, they don't care. They're at the age where if it's pizza, it's pizza. You can't go wrong. They may like one pizza more than the next or the other, but hey, if it comes from the pizza place, to them, you can't go wrong. But my nephew, he's gonna want more than 4. He's gonna want more than 4. Boys eat. Boys eat. Some girls eat. Some girls can really eat a lot. But boys, sometimes what we call a serving, it's just a little bit to them. Sometimes they double up on what we call servings. Especially growing boys. Especially teenage boys. Oh my goodness. I'd say, not even teenage, I'd say 10, maybe 8, maybe starting at 8 to 10, definitely 10. Boys will eat you out of a house and a home. Boys can eat. Boys can eat, and boys like to eat. They'll eat you out of a house and a home, in the garage, in the car. Some girls can eat like that too, but boys definitely starting around 10, some even as early as 8. You gotta be like, look, you gonna get a job cause you eat more than your daddy. You're eating more than your daddy. But that's okay, because they're growing. They're growing. They need the nutrients. As long as we don't let them pig out on all the unnecessary, all the empty calories, all the unnecessary calories, all the unhealthy calories. But we know, as we all know, they're gonna have their share of unhealthy foods, okay? It's just a part of growing up. It's a part of being an adult. We all do it. Every now and then. There are some of us who don't. We eat, the way we eat is strict. We eat strictly, strictly healthy. And that's good. That's good. And we just indulge every so often. But for those who, don't like to eat a strictly healthy diet, eating a healthy, balanced diet is good. And eat your sweets in moderation. Eat your sweets in moderation and exercise. Eat your sweets in moderation and exercise. That's the best way I can put it. That's the best advice I can give. Because some people just have a sweet tooth. They have a sweet tooth. There's nothing wrong with eating something sweet once a day. If you can, let it be fruit. But if you're like, I don't want any fruit, then you don't have to have dessert with your lunch and your dinner. Just have dessert with your lunch or dinner. Okay? If it's going to be something that's totally empty calories, have it with your lunch, or dinner. Not both. Because we've got to learn moderation. With everything, moderation is key. But sometimes moderation for one person isn't moderation for the next. Sometimes what one person will call moderation is honestly overindulging. So just try not to overindulge. Don't restrict it from yourself. Don't restrict yourself from eating sweets if you like sweets. Just don't overindulge. You know, give yourself 7 days in a week, right? So eat something sweet 5 of them. Take a break 2 of those days. And then you'll get to a point where you can take a break 3 of those days. And maybe even 4. Maybe even 4. Okay? Maybe even 4. So again, I don't know what the weather is like where you are. I hope that the weather's pretty. Most everybody on this chat, in this chat, said that the weather is good where they are. I think Six Bowl says that it's raining where she is. Sassy says that it is windy, but it feels good. She's enjoying the outside. She's at the park with her daughter. And so it's really nice here. And I honestly hope that it rains. I honestly hope that it rains. Because during the spring season, rain is my friend. Rain is my friend when it comes to these tree allergens. These tree allergens, oh my gosh, my allergies cut up. My allergies cut up. My allergies cut up. So thank you guys for coming through here. I'm going to do a shout out probably later on my community wall. I appreciate Six Bowls is back for always supporting. Girl Dad for always supporting. Who did I miss today? I didn't see Retirement Days. So that you guys still go check out Retirement Days. Check out anybody who you see that comes through here regularly. Because the support is much appreciated. Who else comes through here? Jill's Comfort Zone, Sassy. Go check Sassy out. Sassy's uploading content. Chef Finest Wine. Rock Just Living comes through here. Go and check out some of their projects that they have going on. If you want celebrity entertainment news, check out Chef Finest Wine. He usually has all of the latest celebrity news that drops. He's usually on top of it. So please check out Chef Finest Wine. Please check out Six Bowls is back. She and her 6 girls. Six Bowls takes you on a journey. She's gonna always keep her lives entertaining. So please check her out. Support. Go over there and find that ribs video that we talked about and see how she makes her ribs. Thank you, Six Bowls. Have a good evening. I appreciate you. She made some breakfast this morning. That bacon was looking scrumptious. The bacon was looking delicious. I don't eat a lot of pork, but I do eat bacon more than anything else. I don't eat the pork chops a lot. I don't eat ribs a lot, but bacon, I eat more than anything else. And that bacon that Six Bowls had this morning, y'all, that bacon looked lean. I didn't see any fat on it. I didn't see any fat on it. And that's why I love bacon. Lean. I like lean bacon. I cannot stand fatty bacon. I can't. And I like bacon cooked in the oven too. But a lot of times it's too hot. A lot of times it's too hot to be putting bacon in the oven. But I love me some good old bacon out of the oven. Six Bowls says that was Smithfield's. Okay, Smithfield bacon. Yeah, that's good bacon. Smithfield. What about Smithfield is a good brand of bacon. What's another one? I think Hormel is good. I think Rice is another one that's good. So if y'all want some good old lean looking bacon, like what Six Bowls had this morning, go and check out that Smithfield because that bacon looked good. It looked crispy. It looked scrumptious. That was some of the best. Look, that's the way bacon is supposed to look when you go to the Waffle House. That's the way bacon is supposed to look when you go to Huddle House. That's the way bacon is supposed to look when you go to Denny's. Okay? Go over there and check out the video from this morning. Six Bowls, I got so tickled when you were talking about mods. Because that's how I feel. I'm like, you can tell people this and they don't care because I guess, if they're monetized, they're monetized. But whether you're monetized or not, having a chat full of blue It's not looked upon favorably. It's not looked upon favorably. And that's how I am. I'm not too particular about, when people ask. I don't I don't like that. Six months, I was so tickled because it's like people feel like you're being mean. I'm not being mean. This is what YouTube told me. This is what YouTube told me. And it's also what a lot of other successful content creators say. Don't have that chat filled with blue because they look at that as sub for sub. You don't have to say it. You can say I visited you. You can say all those other little terms. But when they see a chat full of blue, they don't look upon that too favorably. So I guess some people don't care as long as they're monetized, but it's just not only to YouTube, it just to me that just looks strange. Because a lot of times I hear people say that everybody has a mod stick, so just in case people don't get along. And I'm like, huh? Okay, I guess I got it. You should be able to trust your mods not to just, block people because they don't get along. But people will do anything. People will do anything. So you have to just follow your mind. If your mind tells you to do it a certain way, do it that way. And it's just something about seeing a chat filled with blue that's it's not too good. It's not too good. Unless now, if your chat has 500-600 people in there, then that's a different thing. That's different. But if you have like 200 or less, why do you have all that blue? You got to be careful with the blue. People take that blue to heart. I'm telling you, people take that blue seriously, girl. And it's like, and it's on both ends. When people give people mod sticks, some people, not all, they act as if you work for them. Now I'm not on the clock. I'm not on the clock. And then the ones who receive the mod sticks, sometimes they do a little bit too much. They do a little bit too much because it's based on their emotions, their feelings, and on who they like. And and you never know, you could mess up someone's chat like that. So you have to be really, really careful with it. But it was so funny the way you said it. I was like, she ain't telling nothing but the truth. She ain't telling nothing but the truth. Sixbo says, I meet people in person and they follow me. I don't get all my community from online. Right. That's where people get confused. Exactly. Exactly. Yes, that's so true. That's so true. And then sometimes, sometimes I know people are trying to be helpful a lot of the times. And they're like, well, they're spamming your chat. So if someone is spamming me, yeah. If if they're outright spamming me and that's intentional, like, hey, call my attention to it. Or, hopefully I'll have at least one or two mods in the chat. Now, if not, I'll make someone a mod and I let them know off the rip, like, okay, today the chat is going wild. Especially when YouTube first started the vertical streaming, I'd be like, okay, the chat is going wild. I'm going to make you a mod because I don't have any in here. If you don't mind. I always say if you don't mind because I make it clear that it's just, for today or just temporarily. And people will literally get upset with you about that. But sometimes I have to do it because you never know. Sometimes all of your mods, especially when you don't have a lot of mods, they could be busy. They could be busy. And so, like you said, Sixpo, sometimes we meet people and everybody else in the chat who's usually around, they don't know it, but we know it, that those are people we've actually met. And, sometimes, like I've had someone tease me and I've had someone just playing around and one of my moms was like, hey, I was like, and it was kind of funny because the person didn't want me to let them know that we knew each other. So I didn't, but I told them that it was okay. It was a while ago, a long time ago. I was like, it was okay. They were just joking. And so, they didn't leave the chat. The conversation just got more, I'll say more normal. It was normal before us because I knew that he was joking. He knew that he was joking, and he knew that I knew who he was. But a lot of times, people are really, really quick to block people in people's chat. And that's not necessarily a good thing. It's just like I say, when trolls come through, if they're not cutting up, if they're not acting up, they can even ask some crazy questions. As long as they aren't being nasty or disrespectful, let them stay in there. Get that view. Get that view. Get that little time that they stay in there. But when they start to say nasty things, inappropriate things, like the ones that come through and say, hey, can you shout me out? That doesn't bother me as much. Unless they keep doing it over and over. If you say it once, you're good. If you say it twice, I'll let it slide. But after that third time, nah, I don't have time for that. Because you're going to do it. And next is going to be something else. Next is going to be, what are you doing? I'm on the live. I'm talking to you. You want to contribute to the conversation, you can. Something of substance, something educational, something informative, something uplifting, something encouraging, something worthwhile. But if you're just going to ask a lot of empty questions, see you later. See you later. I won't even block you unless you continue. I'll even say mine don't block them unless they continue. And then, of course, we know the ones who are just outright, they just need to be blocked. No questions asked. Your mods don't even have to ask you. Just block them. Just block them. We know the ones who come in and cause trouble. Just block them. So, yeah. Because sometimes people just, I don't know, sometimes people just want to cut up. And that's okay. That's okay if they cut up, as long as they don't, cross the line. As long as they don't teeter into the territory of rudeness, obnoxiousness, disrespectful, and all that jazz. They'll be all right. So I wish you guys, what I wish you, the 3 P's, peace, positivity, and prosperity. Without peace, there's chaos. Without positivity, there's negativity. And wherever chaos and negativity live together, they don't even have to live together. But of course, wherever they live together, you don't prosper to your fullest potential. Get out of that situation. Get out of that situation, whether it's on this app, whether it's on your job, whether it's amongst friends, whether it's at your church, whether it's at a department store, wherever it is. School, wherever it is. Don't stay in those chaotic and negative situations. You don't prosper to your fullest potential. Don't let people bother you. And don't leave any place with more stress than you went in with. Try not to. Unless it's absolutely necessary. It's just something you can't control. But try your best not to leave any place with more stress than you went in with. And that goes for the same thing, be it an app or a place of business, place that you work, amongst friends, amongst family. Try not to leave those encounters or those places with more stress than you went in with. Okay? Because with stress, you got enough stress, okay? You got enough things to worry about, stress about. Don't let people bother you. And on that note, I will see you guys on the next Let's Walk and Talk live video. Hopefully that will be tomorrow. Bye, y'all. Bye, Sis Bose. Thank you for hanging out till the end with me and everybody else. But 3 people still in here. That's all we need. Bye, y'all.